Alright. Mix the pale blue. Blue, sorry, and some Payne's grey. Stick it straight in like this, I think. There. Straight in. So I've not even bothered wetting my paper. I've just used a wet paint to whack it straight in. A bit more water in there. Lovely. That's just giving me that misty look what I want. Mix a little bit more. Payne's grey and a bit of blue. Whatever blue you've got, don't worry. And a bit of Payne's grey or black or whatever you've got, don't worry. Just bang in what you've got. If you can mix out that's similar to that colour to whack in here, then do that. So that's my sea, that's my sky. Jobs are good one. Right. You're going to need some scrapers, bits of card or something, because we're going to scrape some rocks in. Right, these rocks, you know what, I'm going to have a little dry. I'm going to get a little dry first. Oh, here we are. These rocks are really, really pale. So let's just have a look. Yeah, like that. They're ever so pale. So there's not. Let's pop some little. I'll leave some little gaps in them, like that, for the little highlighty bits. Put some bits in there, and then I'll pop some little scrapes in as well. Not worked dead good because I've used such a thin paint. Put some little scrapes in as well. I have to re-wet some of that, I think. So I've got some little scrapes, just for a bit of texture there is. Wet that top bit there, and I'll have some white bits in as well. Because it's so thin a paint, it's not going to scrape dead well. But don't worry. What you could actually do, if you want the scrapes, you could put some Chinese white in and use a thick paint and get your scrapes like that. But I'm not too worried. I'll just do it like this. There we are. I'll leave some gaps of white in this one. This one's a little bit closer. Into there, into there. It's all misty. Lock it all in. Come down. I think I'll just come all the way across there with that. Into this bottom bit here. There. And then mix a bit more. I think what I'll do, I'll just come in and just get some more texture bits. Oh, there's some more down there. Some texture bits. That's looking a little bit strong. Back in there. Some bits back in there, look. Get me dab a cloth and just soften it out, because it's misty. It's a long way back, there is, so it's quite misty. This one is still a long way back, but it's a little bit closer than the other one. Some bits in here, and then again just mist in and out there. Scraping didn't work very well, so I've sort of just done them in with my brush now instead. And that bit, it's a little bit darker in about there, but then I want to mist anyway. It's far back. Right. One more go. There we are. That's my little rocky beach in there. I'll try some rocks in there, see if it'll work. It's all distant, so I've got to use a thin paint. Oh, that's not bad. It's in there. Oh, that's scraping in nice, look. Oh, lovely. And then there's some bits in here as well, what scraping in. Oh, I'm happy with that, I like that. That's it, some bits in here. Bits of rocks in there. See how quick and easy it is. I'm going random, just by moving fast makes it random. Let me come back in a little bit more. Still on that black, exactly the same black and blue colour. Just coming in. This is getting a bit closer here, so just pop a few more bits in. Actually work it back there, and then a few more scratches in. Just give him that texture, roughy, rock type of look. That's not bad at that. Right, now, there's some trees. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to mix. I've just dabbed into some water. I'm going to pop some more black in here. Just probably make it all look misty. Something like that. That'll do. And then just mist with my mister again. That'll do. There. Right, now, I'm going to get that same Payne's grey colour. And I've added a tiny speck of green in because there's some trees up here. Now that's too strong, so I'll just dab that quick. Get some water on, and that'll weaken it down. There, so that's me. Tree might have gone too weak now. That's my trees up there. They're in the background. There. It's alright. I can have that coming down and doing some bits, bobs. That's my trees. Up my background trees up there. Okay, I'm gonna have to go a bit stronger because there's that little. That's better. That's better. Oh, and then some bits coming down. Boom, 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 boom. Nice. I'm happy with that. Little dab around there. I quite like these drippy bits. Right, there's another tree quite far in the background here. It's a bit. It's a bigger one. Like that, look. Something like that. And that's same. It's coming across here like this. Right down here. I'm going to bring it right down here. But as I come down there, I'm whacking a hell of a lot of water. And just to help mist it. There, that's nice. Oh, and then a little bit of misting with this. There. Oh, look at that's perfect. A bit of mist in there. Yeah, I like that. I'm happy with that. Right, I'm going to have a dry. That'll do. Right, so now let's do the same again. Bit of that black colour, stick in tiny bit of green into it again. Right, this one is about, where are we? About here. There's a tree about there, something like that. And then there's another one right next to it about there. So, that's it, something like that. Couple of trees. Like that, that's it. I'll bring that down into here, add a bit of water and just start blending out into there, like that, into this other stuff here. That's nice. And then again, some more dark, tiny bit green into it. There's a big one here, great big thing. In fact, it's coming right up. About there, and there's another one even higher about there. Lovely. So let's see if we can. There we are. Look at that. Oh, I don't think that one's same. One's gone in a little bit lighter, but I quite like that because it's going to give me that. As it's fading out a bit as it goes towards edge of picture. I think that'll look quite good. A bit more texture in here, bring it right down into there. Like that, gradually fading out as we get further away across there. There. Into lights and darks. This is all pebbles and beachy stuff now across here. So I've hardly used any colour. There, that's nice. I'll stick a few more little hints of some rocks and things in with my scratcher. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, I'm liking this. Maybe my sky looks a bit plain and boring, I don't know. Oh, I'll tell you what I forgot to do. There's a hill here, I forgot to put it in. What a dingle. Right, so come in here like that. I think I'll dip into water and blend it back like that. I think that'll work good. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's it. Dip into a bit more black, a bit more of that blue. Probably less of that blue now. In fact, let's go into, now we're getting a bit closer, let's rub in for a warmer colour into that black. I've just whacked in a tiny bit of Bontumber, and that'll make this feel, it'll just a slightly warmer colour, so it'll make this feel a bit closer, or look a bit closer. You can take that off if you want, move it and fill that bit in. That'd probably be behind a mount. I'm just going to get a darker colour now. Bontumber paint's grey. I ain't bothered with blue this time, because like I say, it'll give me that warmer colour. There, that's nice, isn't it? And I'll pop in some little it's a rocky beach. I'll pop some little rocks and just bring it up there like that a second. I'll pop a few and I'll go fast. If you go fast, like I say, you get more of a random thing, and whenever you go random it just seems to look better. So that half at time when you're watching those artists and we're painting fast, you think, well, why don't I take time? But sometimes there's a reason we're painting fast, and it's to get a random effect usually. Sometimes it's because I've got to take Esmeralda out, so I have to go fast or she'll kill me. So it could be either of them things. Right, so that's that. Tell you what, let's give that a blast with dryer. I don't really need to, but I'm gonna. Got this bit here, you know what, I'm going to get you to squirt, just a squirt in there. I've just got this bit in here to put in the background, so I want a bluey black. That's nice. And then that just sort of comes in there. See, because I wet it, it's giving me that misty effect look, so it looks like it's miles away, and that's what I want. So I can come into there like that. This sea, I'll just come straight in, and I'll add that in my sea as well. I'll add a tiny bit more blue in. Not that I need to on this is a cold day, so I don't really need to worry there. I actually don't like that line I've got there, but it not matter because I'll be putting in some waves in a minute and that'll cover all that up. Right, so that's that. Right. Give that a dry. Chisel, that's a bit, some bits in there what I'm not keen on. That's build some of that up a tiny bit, not too much because I've got to keep it distant. Right, my sky I don't like, it's boring, so get that spray. This is just a cheap old spray thing. It's like used to have some window cleaning stuff in it. So I've just used that. I know you can buy proper really fine sprayers what do a brilliant job, but I'm just using that like Mr. Pezzo I am, so, but it does job for me. There we are, that's better. That's just made that sky a bit more interesting, I think. There, don't like them lines, but they'll disperse as it dries. I hope they will. Oh, I hope so. There we are. A bit of a thing that might help them disperse a bit. I don't know. It's because my brush is that shaped with big lumps and bumps in it. It's good for grasses, not so good for skies. Yeah. That's better. Oh, I'll take some out. Well, that's helping it, look. Oh, wow, look at that. Yeah, good when it's dried that way. That'll do. Right, let's give that a dry. And then we'll pop some, oh, I'll tell you what I wanted to do. A little white bit there, what's not really making sense to me. So let's fill it in. Right, let's... stand back across the room and have a look at it, see what it's looking like. Yeah, it's not bad that. That's always a good tip. Stand back across the room and have a look. I'm tempted, from standing back and having a look, I'm tempted to just mix up a bit more of this brown and black, tiny hint of green in it, and just thicken some of this stuff up a bit, just to make it a bit closer. Let's see. Some bits in there, into there. I'll do that one a bit and all. Maybe it's that one slightly further back, and then bring a bit in there. Some bits and bobs just to warm up and bring it a little bit closer. Yeah, I think that looks better. Let's just bring a bit more 3D, three-dimensional look. Right, where is my designer's white gouge? Why haven't I got it ready? Here we are, it's here. Why do I not get these things ready before I start? We'll never know. Right, a bit of that. Just put it out neat. This is neat. And I think I'm going to use this brush. I'm going to wet it, wipe it on tea towel so it's not wet through, and then I'm just going to dab the end into neat gouache. I think I'm just going to sort of work from corner. Now this sort of around here like this, into there. This bit here sort of comes. I think there's a bit of C, something like that. Maybe that's. I think it's the C's coming right up. I think. Yeah, let's say it like that. So C's right up and right in. There. Looks like there's a line about there. There's some stuff. Oh, there's actually some rocks in this, and I ain't putting none in. Probably put some in a minute. It's like a thick bit here where there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of waves in that bit there. Spin my brush around, it's got some paint on to the side, look. This, however strong you're pouring it on, it'll go fainter as it dries. So put it on a little bit stronger than what you actually want it, because it will go an hell of a lot fainter. Round here there's a lot, so it's like that. Same again, if you go fast you'll get more of a random thing and it'll actually look better. Swap the brush around. It's got some thicker stuff there, some stuff in there like that. It's not looking bad to me at that. Some just like say some of this will fade out and you'll hardly see it when it dries. That's not looking bad. Not bad at all. One more dab, I think. One more bit in. Now, see that black line, what I didn't like? I used that to my advantage there. There we are, I didn't like it. Turned out as an happy mistake, as our Bobby used to say. Our Bobby. You know who I'm on about. Our Bobby. That's who I used to watch. Bob Ross did his. He didn't do watercolours, but he did oils, and he were a character. Everyone liked him. And there we are, I've popped a bit more in. I dabbed a little bit, and it didn't stick to my brush, and then I ended up with a great big blob on there. But it seems to be okay, alright. There we are, a bit more in there. That's not bad, is it? Right, I think what I'm going to do, some tiny bits in there. You can get carried away. Make sure you don't get carried away with this. It's so easy because it's just enjoyable just splashing about. Right, I think I'm going to get a little brush to do this now. Where's my ickle brush? I'm going to pop in. I've got a little brush somewhere. I've got one somewhere. It's that. That's me. That'll do. Perfect. That one. And it's got rock hard dry paint on it where I've not washed it. Oh dear. Right. I need to get myself organised. Right, so let's get some dark paint. A bit of blue, bit of black. Popped in a bit of Payne's grey and all. That's not looking bad. Right, so now, I'm going to get that quick blast wick dry. That'll do. Brilliant little waves, isn't it, when you do them like that? You've got a red mate. That looks cool. Right, let's bring that there. That's better mix. Paper's curling. Well, if that happens, I'm on cartridge paper. That sometimes happens. If that happens, don't worry. Just put it under a book before you, or if you frame it, it'll put it straight. Right. So now let's have a look. There's a rock about there, something like that. I think what I'll do, I'll put them in and scrape them straight away. There's one there. But does it, and dab them as well. I think they're looks a bit strong. That does. Let's get another one. It's had a bit extra water to them, so they're not as strong. Yeah, let's try that. Then there's a few more. There's a couple out here. Couple. Oh, there's some massive ones out here. Great big ones coming right out. Great big rocks out there. Some ones there. Some of these now. There. And then with my scraper, scrape some little highlights on them, hopefully it'll work. Oh yeah, it seems to be working. Well, giving them a bit of a rock shape and a few highlights. Oh, that's it. If they look a bit dark, they don't look bad actually, but if they do, give them a little dab with that. Yeah, I think they blend in alright, don't they? They look alright to me. And this one, I don't like the shape of that one, so I'll just change it by popping another one underneath it. That's better. And then another little highlight there. That's nice. Right, so that's that. What else we got? Where's me? That'll do. That's the one. Looking for me Elriga, but I can't find it. Yeah, if my sky were darker, I'd put a big white seagull in. But because it's not quite as dark as I wanted. Well, not. I like how dark it is, but it's not quite dark enough to show the white art, so I think I'll pop my seagulls. It's silhouetted, so they're in big, like that. Do them big. Seagulls are bigger. So that's one. And that's another. So that's not Peter and Paul, because they're little pods. Tell you what, I'll put Peter and Paul up here, look. Just little normal birds, Peter and Paul, and that's Pauline and Maureen. Right, Bertie D. That's it. Job's a good one. So, just it's supposed to look like it's a bit of an horrible day, windy, cold day, and a bit of mist in there and that. You could add a bit of mist in if you want. So look, let's have a little go at adding a tiny bit of mist in this. Right, show you how to do it. So it don't quite look misty enough to me. So I'll get a bit of this designer's white wash, a little bit, tap it on my brush, and then just come in here. I think I want some more mist in here. Mist it back a bit. Oh, look at that. Mist into there. Bit up there like that, look. And if you're not happy, just whack in a little bit more. Just a nice bit of mist in the bottom there. Make it look even colder. If you get a bit of mist in, it's going to make your day look even colder. Look at that. That looks like it's going on dead thick. Don't worry about that, because when it dries, it'll thin out. You can do this with just water, by the way, if you want to. Even going to mist in there a bit. You can do this with just water and dab the paint back out. But on this cartridge paper, it tends to stain paper, so I like to use white gouache to do it. But yeah, you can just dab that with water, then dab it with a cloth, and it'll mist exactly the same. Let's add a little bit in round bottoms of these trees here and that and all. There. That don't look bad. What's that up there? That would just be white paper, won't it? Yeah. Although it looks a bit weird, so let's mist it a bit up there as well. Let's see. I'll mash my brush round. There, that's better. Just a bit of mist in there. If there's a bit too much, you can dab it back out. But watch when it dries, it'll disappear a bit. There, just getting it that slightly more mistier look. I'm quite happy at that. Right, steady on beach. In it.